Yes, we are back. Welcome once again. Spasibo davalish. And for my Russian subscribers, their minds are exploding and they're going, Tristan Blaze, nu по-русски. Немного. Da. I speak a little Russian. I have gotten rusty since my time in the Marines, working with my intel department, but yes, I speak some Russian. Welcome back to Let's Play Alter Ego, the life simulation browser game, Blind on Female, Part 3. Welcome to Adolescence. In our last episode, we tried to play doctor with a kid who didn't want to go first and allow us to examine him. We had our period for the first time and flipped out, and we had 7 minutes in heaven where we had our pants unbuttoned and our shirt taken out of our pants and our pants unbuttoned. So we're kind of a slut right now, and I'm thinking we're gonna ride that whole slut thing as far as we can go. I'm not reading this crap, but welcome to Adolescence! Yay! Okay, so we have education with school, relationships, risk, work. That's just that. And what are our status? What do we got? What are our stats? Okay, intellectual we're 100, 90, 100, 80, 91, 199. Okay, all of these are actually good. The only two stats I really don't like is this right here. Gentleness is very fucking low, and calmness is low as hell too. Thoughtless spending per turn 11, but I believe we had a babysitting job. See, we have some social stuff, some family stuff. We have emotional, physical, intellectual, 1, 2. We have 3 vocational, so we might work. Can't. You're too young to take on a job. Okay. School? There are none of. They just told me to go here. All right, whatever. Can I do like relationships? Okay, meet someone, break it off, go on a date, go steady, think about I'm in adolescence, why am I becoming engaged? Go on a date or have an experience with your present partner. I love it, have an experience. Let's begin. It's 10 minutes until the bell rings for gym. Mrs. Black, otherwise known as Orca, I love the nicknames kids give, can be such a pain with her calisthenics. Everyone is going to the mall after school, and the last thing you want is to sweat like a horse. No one will go near you. Imagine taking your shoes off in the shoe store and knocking out everyone in the place. Gross. This is going to take some quick thinking. Okay. Creative, try to avoid gym class. That's going to knock my physical down, I guess. It's at an 80. If the stat was higher, I would go with it, but I gotta be honest and go to gym class, and whoa, my screen just kind of popped up. Let me zoom that. Oh no, wait, I want to zoom out. Hit 90, there we go. Boom. As soon as you walk out on the gym floor, you begin to sweat. It won't be long before people are looking at you and passing the word that you have BO. Okay. Try not to do too many exercises or take a shower after gym class. Well, that's always an option, even though the showers probably suck, like my high school. Of course, you realize there are no hair dryers or curling irons in the gym locker room. Do you still want to take a shower? Yes. Your desire for cleanliness is admirable. You step under the shower and turn on the faucet. 3 drops trickle out, and only 1 actually touches you. That's good enough, but we'll turn the handle some more. A stream of icicles runs right down your back, chilling you to the bone. Your skin and lips turn bright blue. You want to get out of there as soon as possible, so you quickly search for the soap. Don't drop it. Oh wait, we're not in prison, never mind. There is a small speck of soap that would barely clean a flea. Discouraged, you step out of the shower and begin to dry off. Just as you're about to walk back to your locker, a big slimy cockroach crawls out and walks right by you. This school needs to be shut down. Where are we? In Rwanda? And nothing. Well, my spending, my thoughtless spending went down by 1. You were at the drugstore purchasing some feminine articles. Why don't they just say, like, you know, sanitary pads? That would make it sound funnier. You're about to bring them up to the cash register when you notice that Mike Brady is the cashier. Mike Brady from the Brady Bunch, as we all know, is gay. So he's not going to care. So we're going to be normal and bring them up to the register and not give a shit. Because we're a boss-ass bitch. Bitch. Sorry, I had to stutter there for a second. Wait. Next. Mike sees you and gives you a big hello. While he is packing your stuff, he throws in 2 packs of gum from behind the register and smiles. He didn't even seem to pay attention to what he was ringing up. Well, that shows you our retail workforce in America, ladies and gentlemen. Can I risks? You decide on the child for your school's cheerleading squad? Okay, continue. Let's do it. It's your turn to do the routine. Continue. The cheerleading coach looks straight at you and then turns her head away and whispers something to someone else. Continue. Both of them shake their heads back and forth. Continue. You wave your pom-poms frantically in the air. Okay, continue. You hurl one skyward. Okay, continue. It bounces off your head. I meant to do that. Continue. You jump up and do a split in the air. Oh, this is not going to end well. Continue. And land gracefully on your feet. Ooh. Okay, continue. You begin to recite the school cheer. You better fucking know this. It's 2468. You can watch me masturbate, isn't it? Continue. You momentarily forget how to spell pentasquatch. So she's dyslexic, but she's hot. Continue. A small crowd has gathered to watch the rest of your performance. I got a small crowd, so they're either perverts or they like me. Continue. You are in the spotlight. I press my luck. Keep pressing it. Keep pressing it. Exhausted from the emotional toil this has taken on you, prepare to hear the results of the tryout. Okay, continue. You make the team. Yes! I'm a cheerleader! I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world! I feel so happy I could just rip my own dick off and replace it with a vagina, but I don't have the surgical tools or expertise necessary. Although this game is kind of making me question that. What did that do to anything? No. It dropped my thoughtless spending by 1. It did nothing for my physical, though. Okay, let's... I gotta get some of these stats up. You're in one of your ultra cool moods. That's me 24/7, ladies and gentlemen, but mostly ladies. While cruising through the house, you bump your foot on a piece of furniture and let a swear word sneak out. Your mother calls you in from the other room. She says, "Did you say what I thought you said?" What I thought you said. Did you say what I thought you said? Okay, did you say what I thought you... Okay, that doesn't make any fucking sense. Grammatically speaking, it should say, "Did you say what I think you said?" But apparently, I don't know, maybe that is grammatically correct in some countries, but I was always taught to say, "What I think you said." I'm truthful and tell her and apologize. Or tell her and say, "So what?" Apologize. Wisely, you drop the cool act. It's important to be cool. But when Mom has her temper up, and she can't find her back massager, she can put you on ice permanently. Intellectual sphere increases sharply. I thought my intellectual was... A little while later, you enter the school spelling bee. Because you have already shown remarkable intellectual potential, you win easily. Intellectual sphere gains even more. By the way, the winning word was... Fuck it, I ain't even saying it. What is my intellectual? Oh, it's 100 already, dude. Hell yeah. Alright, so I'm on the cheerleading squad. I won a spelling bee. Let's go for... No, emotional. A group of kids you hardly know have just made fun of. How dare they make fun of the head cheerleader? I ought to force them to eat my pom-poms. Usually, this might not bother you, but lately you've been feeling down in the dumps about a lot of things. Your physical appearance has been disappointing you. Well, we are a cheerleader, so we do have to binge and purge once in a while. Your family has been giving you a hard time about most everything. Almost everything. And no one seems to be saying or doing anything positive towards you. You have a bad case of the blues. Someone has a case of the Mondays. Select the mood. Suicidal. Get drunk and or stoned. No. I'm depressed and sad, but I will go talk to someone. Who would you like to talk to? A psychiatrist? A psychologist, a friend, or someone in your family? I will talk to a friend because I am keeping close eyes on my family ever since, Mom lost her back massager. You explain your problems to your friend. Your friend seems very supportive, but every time you list a complaint, your friend lists one of her own problems. You begin to think that she isn't listening to you. You bitch. This conversation doesn't turn out to be very helpful. I might kill myself now. Did something drop? Confidence is still high. Happiness is down, though. Happiness is down. Happiness is down. Let's do some push-ups. That always helps. Oh! I'm not even going to read it. Do I wish to continue? Yes. My children, if you're watching this, go in the other room. Please. I'm telling you again, go in the other room. Your mother calls you in for a talk about something she says is very, very important. She thinks it might be a good time to go for a checkup with a gynecologist. I myself, ladies, I am a freelance, self-taught gynecologist. So, just, inbox me, I'm a gynecologist, biological woman, trans woman. Just, inbox me and say, hey, look, fly down here. Give me the exam, and we'll be cool. A gynecologist, a doctor who specializes in women. I'll be afraid, but go for the exam, because obviously that would be a frightening thing. She makes an appointment for you and says she will drive you there. On the way over, Mom explains to you, it's a little embarrassing at first, but he really is a gentle doctor. Oh my God, Mom, your doctor, really? Really? You dwell for a moment on the word he, and realize that a man is going to see and mess around with all of your most intimate parts. Well, that's going to happen anyways later in life, so full speed ahead. The gynecologist is a very sweet old man. Most of the time you spend naked is with a nurse who helps you prepare for the exam. The doctor is kind enough to warm up the instruments before he examines you. Now, for guys out there, we don't know what it's like for women. I've been stuck in a hospital and I've had to have my temperature taken rectally. You want them to warm that shit up, man. You really do. That is cold. Think warm thoughts because it's mighty cold. When the examination begins, he shows you various different parts of your reproductive system and teaches you how to give yourself a breast examination, which he says is very important. I myself touch my breast at least once a day anyways. He asks your mother if she would be kind enough to leave the room. When she does, he asks you whether you are sexually active and if you are using birth control. He then asks if you would like more information about birth control. Yes, get more information. I want to have sex, but I don't want to have kids. If I only knew now what I knew then. If I only knew then what I knew then. Whatever. Who cares? Okay. Yeah. Okay. When the two of you are alone, the doctor gives you the facts on both male and female birth control methods and tells you to call him if you would like to talk to him more about it. You probably don't realize it now, but he happens to be an excellent doctor. Well, he seems to know his shit. He seems to know what he's doing down there. Let's see. I want to go vocational. On the back of an old matchbook cover, you see an offer which promises you the possibility of a free art scholarship if you can draw Winnie, a cartoon figure, on the inside flap. Interested and draw Winnie. Is it Winnie the Pooh? I don't know. At your age, you are still naive enough to believe that things like this are possible. Yes, of course. You draw a hand-free rendition of Winnie and receive an impressive-looking packet of materials from the International Institute of Constructive Creative Painting and Art, the IICCPA. Okay. It says that you have all of the qualifications of a fine artist and can enroll in their in-home study course immediately. Tuition to the Institute is, of course, completely waived because of your scholarship. Cost of the tools and materials is $499.99, plus state sales tax, where applicable. Your parents are willing to pass up on this marvelous opportunity, but you can't quite understand why. $500. A little while later, a close friend gets mononucleosis. Because you're in such great shape, you avoid getting it. See, ladies, do your fucking push-ups. Let's go intellect. All of your friends are skipping class and they want you to come along too. Not interested. Go to class. You spend a boring day in class, thinking about what your friends are probably doing. Hurry up and work. Do your work. We're like the tiger mom here. We're gonna do the schoolwork. You are very studious, and very lucky as well. After school, gorgeous Bob Frederickson asked you to tutor him in math. Looks like it was worth staying around after all. Oh, Bob. Family dog has been acting a little peculiar lately and no one can figure out why. Some of your fellow family members suggest that maybe he should be given away, or worse, put to sleep. No! Not my dog. He curls up with me when I sleep at night and keeps me warm in the winter. He's like a little space heater. Dad delivers an ultimatum. The dog must shape up or ship out. You're the only one in the house who can take... I'm the only one who can take responsibility. Seriously. Okay, alright. Take it on and train the dog. Fuck it. You spend every available minute keeping an eye on the dog, rewarding him for good behavior and keeping him out of trouble. Kind of like my kids, basically. One day, when you return home from school, you smell what can only be one of the dog's byproducts. A number 2 to be specific. A steaming 3-coiler. The smell is emanating from your parents' bedroom. You enter the bedroom to find the dog sleeping peacefully in the corner, and a sculpture sitting squarely atop Dad's favorite pillow. Fortunately, no one is home. You can run like hell and cheese it. Okay, dispose of the pillow and play dumb. Try to wash it, dispose of the pillow and admit the truth. Well, disposing of it is probably going to fuck us over. My intellect is at a fucking 100. I'm quite physical. So I'm going to try to wash a pillow. Let's roll them dice. You scrape the... You scrape the sculpture off the pillow and throw it away outside the house. What, you don't use a doggy bag or something? No? Okay. The pillow and pillowcase are left with a large, brown, and smelly ring. After 3 machine washings, your mother keeps yelling, "What are you doing down there?" The smell comes out of the pillowcase, but the pillow still has the stain. Not only that, the pillow now weighs 30 pounds because it is waterlogged. It will never be dry by the time Dad gets home. What will you do? Mom. Boom, ask for Mom's help. Already selected. She's very sympathetic. As it turns out, Dad couldn't tell his favorite pillow from a pile of bricks. She makes a quick substitution and all is well. In my household, that would not work because I have only one pillow. And if it's missing... It's one of those like Tempur-Pedic pillows I got like a long time ago. I gotta get a new one. But if it's missing, I will fucking know. Physical. Your best friend has asked to borrow an outfit that you like a lot and really look good in. Well, if I like it a lot and really look good in it, she probably can't outdo me, so fuck it. She thanks you for it and tells you you are a true blue friend. That night when you run into her, she's wearing it. You can't believe how good it looks on her. Oh, God. As a matter of fact, you could never get it to look that good on you in a billion years. Fuck this shit. Okay, sincerely give her a compliment. Even though you want to be sincere, your gentleness characteristic suggests that you can't really give a compliment like that with a straight face. She appreciates the comment and feels bad that she has inadvertently made you upset. When she returns it, you can tell her to keep it or take it back. Fuck it, bitch, keep it. She says, I would love to, but to tell you the truth, I really don't like the way it looked on me. You really look special in it. The tone in her voice said she really means it. What a friend. Well, she's a nice friend, I'll give her that. A little while later, your family decides to take a trip across the country this summer. Because you have good family relationships, you have a wonderful time. Intellectual sphere scores rise dramatically as you learn about the country. In Wyoming, you meet a foxy guy who teaches you about life in general. Is this one like Brokeback Mountain things, you know? The dude's gonna get, like, you know, murdered on the side of the road, and we'll just say he was, like, changing a tire. Alright, gentleness, gentleness, gentleness. Ah! Still is. My intellectual sphere is a bit... They're already at 100. How can they increase any more? Okay. A couple of your friends have convinced you to purchase a bottle of cheap, very cheap wine. They are excited about the idea of getting drunk. You're in the basement of a friend's house. You are afraid and walk away. Failure to conform to peer pressure makes you emotionally stronger, but pulls you outside of this peer group. Your social status suffers, but sometimes that is the price you pay for being an independent, free-thinking person. Fuck yeah, I am a strong, white, adolescent woman. You have just been given the female lead role in the school play opposite Kurt Harris. Voted hottest bod of the century by classmates. Oh my god, I remember school. The role calls for a very heavy love scene. Unaware that you are within hearing distance, Kurt learns that you are his female lead and blurts out, I can't kiss her, I'll puke. Angry, say something to him. Unflappable. No, angry and say something to him. You can say, fuck you, Kurt. Or, what makes you think I'm so happy about kissing you, jerk face? That's just about the crudest thing anyone has ever said to me. That might increase gentleness. Yes, he is quite crude. As it turns out, he was only saying this to keep up a macho front with his friends. The fact is, he is scared to death to have to play a love scene with you. The more you work with him, the more you realize that he isn't the ultimate turd. What do you want to eat today, kids? The ultimate turd at Turd Donald's. Gentleness? Oh, yes, thank God. Yes, the number one up. Thank you. Oh, God, thanks for number one up. Emotional. Pardon me. I had a burp and light a smoke. I don't edit my videos. All this is just 100% me. What you're getting is what my family deals with every day. Oh, this is emotional. Okay, your mother has been out all day and has just phoned to tell you that she's stuck with the car. Stuck with the car. Okay. She sounds exhausted. Dinner hasn't even been started yet, and the house will be filling up with people any minute. It looks like it's going to be a zoo. You're supposed to go out with friends. The best place to be after she gets home would be miles away. I have good family relationships, so let's be sympathetic to Mom and make dinner for everybody. Because that's what a woman does. They make their family dinner. Family social and emotional characteristics take a healthy jump. What would you like to prepare? You look through the cookbook. Chicken Marengo, hamburgers and french fries, chicken cordon bleu, or beef Wellington. Okay. I myself can do the first three. I haven't done a beef Wellington yet, but I'm hoping to do it later. We are in Adolescence, so fuck it. Hamburgers and fries. Quick and easy, satisfies all the hungry beasts in the house, and it doesn't take much time. You can still go out with your friends. Mom slips you 10 for spending money and gives you a big kiss. You are terrific. Now, if I had tried to make beef Wellington, would I have inadvertently burned the house down and murdered everybody in it? Only time will tell. Maybe we'll do another playthrough and do that one next. A little while later, lately school has been making you nervous. So nervous that your stomach is beginning to bother you from time to time. Fortunately, the people in your family sense the strain you are under and help make you more calm. You have avoided an ulcer. An ulcer? I'm a teenager. How the... Alright, you know what? Alright, ain't gonna say anything. Let's do a risk. Let's roll them dice. Your mother has recommended a new hairstylist that she says will make you look great. Okay. Oh, Mom knows best, I guess. His name is Mr. Gene. Mr. Gene Simmons from Kiss? Fuck yeah. At least it's not Peter Criss. Nobody wants to be Peter Criss. Not even Peter Criss. He mentions that the person who cut your hair last was a barbarian. Hey, I like Conan. Fuck you. Continue. He tells you he is about to give you an entirely new look. Continue. While he is cutting, he mentions that it is a shame that none of the young girls appreciate the hairstyles of the 40s. Continue. Snip, snip, don't look up, he says. Well, the 40s, the 40s hairstyles actually were pretty damn good, man. Betty Page was a hottie back in the 50s and 60s. Please do not try to look up. You're disturbing my concentration. It's like Richard Simmons, I guess. I should do the Richard Simmons voice, but I'm like really good at doing gay impersonation voices, so I'm not going to do it. Snip, snip, snip. He starts to blow dry your hair. For a second you catch a glimpse of the floor, which seems to contain a huge amount of your former hair. He must have trimmed my armpits, too. Continue. Snip, snip. Oh my god. Continue. When you are finished, you look at yourself in the mirror. You look sensational, darling. Marvelous. All of your friends love it. 5 guys ask you out for dates. Happiness, calmness, and social characteristics all rise. Fuck yeah, I'm a boss-ass bitch. Bitch, sing with me, YouTube. I'm a boss-ass bitch. Bitch, bitch. I gotta check the stats, I'm sorry. Alright, 96, 100, 100, 91, 99, 80, 98, 82, 41, 80. The only thing that's dragging me down is gentleness, but we've been getting a handle on that, so we are kicking ass with it. Can we get a job? Apply for a job. Cook in a fast food store, clerk in a drugstore, ticket taker at a movie theater, bookkeeper for a trucking firm, assistant. Yeah. Yes, I'm an assistant at a law firm. I'm going to be as the Futurama episode, single female lawyer. Fuck yeah. We're coming for you. Single female lawyer. Omicron Persei can suck my dick. Okay, social. You are currently madly in love with a guy who is having a birthday next week. You are trying to think of what to give him. Since money is tight, you really should be careful about what you will buy. I hear sex is pretty free, by the way, ladies. Just in case, you know, your boyfriend, his birthday's coming up. Sex is free, you know. Just saying, you know, it's a gift that keeps on giving. Literally, when you have kids, it just keeps on giving you torment, so, you know, maybe, you know. Okay, I'm feeling generous because I'm madly in love with this guy. So I'm generous. Buy him the window breaker car... the window breaker car stereo. He can run around playing Zombie Nation on his car stereo, and all the girls will be like, "Oh my god, Zombie Nation, I love you, I love you." Buy him something else. You can still be generous and not have to sell your blood to pay for gifts. Oh, but I want to sell my blood. Your intellectual sphere status, which is 100, mind you, I think it's maxed, shows you are smart enough to come up with an inventive gift idea, which he loves, and which doesn't leave you penniless. I knew what I was doing. I always know what I'm doing. Physical. Your cousin of yours asked if you would like to inherit her wig collection. Well, I just got my hair cut and I look fabulous, so I'm gonna have to pass on that offer. You always thought your cousin was a little weird. Now you know you were wrong. She's a lot weird. The only place you can see for those wigs is at the end of a leash. A little while later. At a huge family gathering, one of the relatives from your father's side of the family makes a snide remark about your physical appearance. I had to grind your bones up into dust. I'd never let my daughter wear makeup like that. It makes her look cheap. Well, maybe I want a cheap whore for a daughter. Do you ever think of that? Because you're familial, not mammalial, but familial, big difference, kind of. Because your familial sphere status is high, your mother defends your style of dress and individuality. She is happy to inform this relative that the only lack of taste she perceives is shown by someone who criticizes another on superficial qualities such as looks, as opposed to more enduring qualities like character. Yeah, Mom. Go get it. Wait. I don't know if it's a guy. Yeah, it doesn't say if it's a guy or a girl. But yeah, go get him. No family again. A few people got a little wild playing spin the bottle at a friend's house yesterday. As a result, your neck looks like it was stung by a pack of wild hornets. As you walk out of the bathroom, Mom inquires about the curious-looking marks. Embarrassed, crafty, or rabbit. Embarrassed. No, tell the truth. First of all, that's not a badge of shame. Family relations are good. Your truthfulness makes them even better. Your mom knows where you got the mark and might even have been embarrassed when she asked. Even though she trusts you, she feels the responsibility of keeping you out of trouble as much as possible. These talks will probably never prevent you from doing what you really want to do, but they can make you think twice about some things. Oh, okay. That's cool. Let's go social. Okay. Your parents have gone out for the night. You and two friends are sitting around with nothing to do. One of your friends asks, what kind of booze do your parents have in the house? Yeah. Suggest we do something else. You know this would be a stupid thing to do. You will almost surely get caught. Fuck yeah. Except for my parents. My mom, my stepdad, they were pretty much drunk nonstop, so I could easily just drink to my heart's content. Intellectual and thoughtfulness characteristics. My intellectual cannot increase any higher. Let me check. I'm like fucking maxed on that, aren't I? Yeah, I'm maxed. It's 100, dude. It is 100. I cannot get any fucking higher. Why do you keep saying that? Social. A friend of yours at school has gotten pregnant and has decided to get married. The whole town is buzzing about it as if it were a scandal. Your mother has been gossiping about it night and day with her nosy friends. Every once in a while she tells someone on the phone, if that were my daughter, I'd lock her up until she was 25 before I ever let her go out on a date again. Your friend is frightened and embarrassed. One day you receive a phone call from your friend. She tells you that her boyfriend will be quitting high school and going to work full time. Okay, see how that works out for you, buddy. They will be married in 3 weeks. She wants to know whether you would consider being a bridesmaid at her wedding. Flattered and agree. Yes. As it turns out, the wedding is small but touching. Your friend is in her mother's wedding dress, which seems too large and much too long. As you watch her walk down the aisle, you couldn't possibly imagine trading places with her, thank God. The groom looks terrified. His father rests a strong hand on his shoulder throughout the ceremony. It's a shotgun wedding. As you eye the people who are attending, you see some people crying tears of happiness and others shaking their heads and gossiping. Later that day, you overhear a woman say, if that were my daughter, I would die. 5 minutes later, she tells your friend's mother how beautiful and mature her daughter looked. Sometimes adults seem so two-faced. It can make you sick. Yes, kids, adults, we lie. We lie a lot. Okay, a little while later. Woo! It's like SpongeBob SquarePants. 3 weeks later. One day while you were stepping out of the shower, your father walks into the bathroom and sees you standing there, stark naked. Shit happens. His face turns white and he is frozen in his tracks, staring. You are mortified as you try to cover up. He avoids you for about 3 days, trying to avoid his own embarrassment. Hey, you got a hot daughter, dude. I mean, seriously? Hot daughter, man. Vocational. In your own opinion, you've been doing a good job at work. Your boss, however, consistently complains about the pickiest things. He never tells you when you have done a good job. When you do something wrong, he really lets you have it, even when you foul up on something easily correctable. To make matters worse, most of the mistakes you make are his fault, okay? He's an asshole, basically. Now he's called you into his office for a discussion. That usually means that you are going to get yelled at for something. I'm a fucking teenager, dude. Sometimes you think about having an affair with the office manager and being married to his own nagging wife is driving him straight to the phone. Oh, okay, wait. Having an affair with the office manager and being married to his wife is driving... Okay, wait a second, I'm thinking to myself, I'm a teenager having an affair with somebody. Whoa. I am unbothered and I'm going to stick up for myself. You are the mellow type who tries not to let the opinions of others influence you in a negative way. You calmly point out that he is responsible for a lot of the problems that you are having. He calmly fires you. On your way out the door, the phone rings. It is your boss's wife. She wants to know where her husband is. Should I do it? Should I hang up on her, tell her he's fooling around with the office manager in the back? You know what? Fuck you, asshole. This gets your boss in the desired amount of hot water. He calls you at home and asks you, pleads with you, begs you to A, come home from work, and B, one, come back to work, and 2, tell Snookums that you were playing a nasty trick. He'll even give you a raise and a 2-hour lunch break every day. I'm looking for employment elsewhere. Thank you. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. You hang up the phone and imagine him whimpering on the other end. Oh, fuck you. Let's find another job. Clerk in a drugstore. Congratulations. You start work immediately. Here, take this Oxycontin and hide it. What do we got? Oh, good. I have the educational one that I can do finally. Miss Andre, your French teacher, who everyone in school claims is a lessee, has asked you for help cleaning her office after school today. She asked you in front of the whole group of friends who begin to look at one another and make faces. What will you do? Help her, then don't show up. I'll help her find out if she really is a lessee. This makes you the subject of unbearable teasing. In her office there's a picture of her husband and son, Jacques, who is a great-looking guy about your age. She explains that he goes to a private school. You comment on how handsome he is. Ms. Andre smiles and offers to invite you over so that you can meet him. Ooh la la. I like French boys. I mean women. I like French women. You didn't hear that. Okay, you are shopping at a drugstore. It is almost closing time. Cue the music. Closing time. No, wait, fuck that. The manager is letting the customers out one by one, keeping the door locked so no one else can come in. You are in the rear of the store making a phone call. Suddenly, a man in line at the cash register takes out a gun and announces a hold-up. He looks drunk and the gun looks fake. But it's hard to be sure from where you are. Well, phone the police, of course. But he's drunk and the gun looks fake, so I'll be brave. He is drunk and the gun is fake. But you don't want to mess with him. You know just what to do. You call the police and give them the details, give the details of what is happening. They quickly come and apprehend him. You are a heroine. Are we on heroin too? Ooh, a little while later. When you open the refrigerator, you spot a beautiful pie, your favorite, with a single triangular wedge cut neatly out of it. You know that if you eat a slice, you'll be out of control and never fit into your jeans for tonight's date. Ooh. Favorite pie. Is it cherry pie? It's gotta be cherry pie. Because you have the self-control necessary to resist the treat, you avoid the consequences. So I don't eat the pie. Oh, okay. Social sphere goes up, and so does confidence. Yay! Some of the stuff down here is pretty badass, man. Let's do that one. Your best friend since grade school has been looking depressed and confused. She is usually a very happy-go-lucky person. So you really can't understand what could be wrong. I'm sympathetic and keep it to yourself. It's none of my fucking business. I ask her what's going wrong. She tells you that nothing is wrong, but you can see by her face that she is deeply troubled. Alright. Keep pressuring her. Intervention time. After much hesitation, she lowers her eyes and blurts out that she thinks she is a homosexual. Okay, so she's a lesbian. Okay. She is worried that if she tells any friends, they will desert her and that she will be laughed at. What are you feeling right now? I'm feeling very accepting. Does she have a pair of scissors I could use? It's nice to see that you are willing to be supportive. Sympathize and ask her to tell you all about it. Offer support, but suggest she speak to... Hey, tell me all about it, baby. You may be asking for more work than you're willing to provide for this friend. Oh, God, this is going to suck. As a result of your sympathy, she becomes very dependent, telling you her every problem, every thought, every worry. This is bound to wear down the patience of even the most true blue friend. Fuck, I made the wrong decision. At this time in your life, I'm sure that you have many of your own problems to deal with. Damn right. As a result, you become tired of being her therapist and begin to avoid her. Your friendship eventually dwindles away. No, I wanted to have a lesbian fling. Damn! I wanted to have the lesbian fling. Time for the senior prom. Are you planning to attend? Yes. I'm the head cheerleader. I'm not dating anybody, actually, so yes, I'm waiting for someone to ask me. Eventually, I'm a cheerleader, and I'm like drop dead fucking gorgeous. Eventually somebody asks me, bullshit. Those guys are in line on their hands and knees fucking groveling at my feet, calling me mistress. Eventually someone really nice asks you, and you accept. Your date looks great in a champagne-colored dinner jacket, and with a red carnation. Very classy. And why not? The events that transpire over the course of the evening include: you and your date dance till dawn. The next day you go out for a champagne brunch. This is the life. You have a great time. The two of you try to get romantic, but both of you are so tired that you pass out in each other's arms. Wah, wah, wah. He got too drunk. Actually, let me see. What do we got here? I got $9,737. I got 627 income per turn. I'm gonna go buy some shit. Okay, familial has gone down. That's work, risk, relationship, school. Do school? The local police are called to search the lockers for illegal substances. Have you stashed anything in there you don't want any? No, I don't do drugs. I do boys. The only things they find are two pieces of dried out pizza from the cafeteria. At first I think the pizza is a product of some sort of satanic ritual. After they have it analyzed, they send the Board of Health to inspect the kitchen. Wow. A little while later, you have found a new way of expressing yourself through the way you comb your hair. Straight up. That's how I like my vodka. Your family constantly asks you when you are going to change back to normal, but are generally tolerant of it. Okay, it's interesting. I want to do something for the family too. You are annoyed because your father doesn't seem to be paying attention to what you say these days. You would appreciate if he would treat you more like a person. While you are trying to explain this to him, he begins correcting your grammar. I don't want to get angry. I want to be assertive. And whining while being assertive is completely stupid. I can't believe you're doing it again. That'll be the normal childhood response, but I'm playing a game, so I kind of want to win, so boom. Say, you know, Dad, this is a perfect example. I'm trying to express myself, and like, you know, whatever. Here you are, getting on my case because of my English and all that shit. Your dad is taken aback by your assertiveness and is forced to examine his own behavior. He realizes that he has been unfair to you and apologizes. The two of you gain a mutual respect for one another. Oh, okay, that's pretty badass. Emotional. You're in quite a pensive mood, and your thoughts turn to the subject of religion. Your family's beliefs seem out of step with your own as you wonder about the nature of your existence. Will they understand if you told them about the differences? Oh man. Oh, these are like the tough ones when it comes to like religion. You know what? Not curious. Don't confront them. Fuck it. Is that because your family will never have a discussion with you? Religion is not important enough to discuss around the house. You just don't feel like bringing it up. Booyah! Don't feel like bringing this shit up. Fine. Thank you, computer. A close friend of yours has taken on a peculiar habit lately. After every meal, she runs into the bathroom and throws up so that she doesn't have to worry about her weight. Hey, she's figured it out. This always ends well, doesn't it? She doesn't seem to think there is anything weird about it, and she is losing weight rapidly. I'm concerned and try to help straighten her out. She denies she has any problem, insists that she does. She gets angry and calls you names. Leave her alone. You convince yourself that you tried your best, but she just won't accept your help. Yep, fuck her. A little while later, you hope to spend the day out with your friends when you are stopped and reminded that today is a family day. Everybody naked in the pool. Everyone in the house will be doing chores for a large part of the day. As a reward, you will all go out to a big dinner later on. Oh, that Mountain Dew is good. Pardon me. Because family relationships are generally good. Ooh, generally good. Thought they were high. This presents itself as a tolerable inconvenience. By the end of the day, you are glad that you stuck around. I think my friend barfed herself to death. I thought familial, well, 86, not bad. Gentleness has gone way the fuck up. I got 12 grand on me. Dude, I gotta get a car. Vocational. You notice somebody stealing an extremely large amount of valuable property from work. Concern and tell him to stop. He says, mind your own goddamn business. Alright, tell the boss. Boss asks if you can prove what you are saying. Since you have no pictures or direct evidence, he tells you there's nothing I can do. This is one of those times when you think the whole world is completely insane. Sometimes it just about is. Okay? I guess that didn't work out as well as I thought it would. I got two family... I want to do physical again. You are getting dressed one day and notice a small red mark on your lip. Could it be some kind of disease? Oh, herpes, I knew it. You think all the boys... you think about all the boys you've kissed in the past month and decide to kill anyone who has given you a terminal disease. Well, go to the doctor and anxious. Nothing to worry about, just a cold sore. A cold sore is herpes simplex 2. I have herpes. A little while later, it's time to graduate from high school. You can't go back to the high school icon again during this game. You have above average to superior intelligence and are an excellent candidate for college. Oh, okay. So I can't go back to that. What can I do? Okay. Gentleness and calmness and familial. Boom. While you're out shopping in town one day, a woman introduces herself as a photographer, tells you that you're very beautiful and she might be able to get some modeling work for you. She gives you her card. Okay, I'm interested and I'll visit the woman in the studio. The woman tells you she has just been given an assignment to shoot some models for a famous woman's lingerie manufacturer. Would be willing to pose for some pictures. The pay is $500 for a modeling session. Well, it's not nudity. Okay, so it's not illegal, I believe. I don't know what the laws are. I know I've graduated high school, so technically I'd be looking around 17, 18 years old. I'm covered. Everything's covered. I don't know if it's... I'm not even going to do that shit. Too bad. She tells you she will call if anything else comes up. It doesn't. Wonderful. Fucking wonderful. Paul is one of your best friends. You've grown up together. The two of you used to take baths in the same tub when you were babies. Seen a lot of each other and have hung around together. You've never gone out together, but maybe it's better this way. Or that way. No complications. He's going out with a girl who treats him terribly. A total bitch. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, thank you. Thank you. A total bitch. One night when you and a date... One night when you and a date... Okay, it should be one night when you, a date, and Paul, and his date, or whatever, go to the movies. Paul's date gets really sick. She doesn't really look that sick. But she just feels like giving everyone a hard time because she has a headache. Well, she needs the D, that's why. Since she happens to live really close to your date's house, and you practically live right next door to Paul, and all four of you are exhausted, it might be a good idea if you and Paul go home together, and Paul's bitchy date and your date drive home together. Feel sorry for Paul. Have your date drive Paul's date home. You and Paul have a real heart-to-heart talk. During the talk, he confesses to being suckered into relationships with women who treat him like dirt. Wow, I can really relate to Paul in my younger years. The two of you collapse on a chair together and continue talking. Your shoulders are pressed against each other. Paul sighs and mentions, the only girl I've ever been able to feel comfortable with is you. I don't understand why I can't find someone who is pretty, smart, intelligent, and lovable. You must be one of a kind. Lifelong friend, current boyfriend, turn around, give him a kiss, say something silly. Do that. A potential romantic moment becomes light. I guess you wanted it that way. Paul goes home, and for a second you wonder, what if? I knew it. I've made the wrong decision. Damn you. Damn you all to hell. Sorry you're a tool for this episode. Okay? Oh! Hey, we're done. Alright, we're past through adolescence. You've just passed through adolescence. Family life can be very rough during adolescence. Even though your family expects you to take charge of your life, no one wants to let you have the freedom to do what you want. Judging by the progress through life so far, your family life has been quite good. All things considered, family members can be pains. Especially my kids, trust me, they are. But no one seems to mind it when you overhaul your hair for 3 hours every morning in the bathroom. Women, man. Women. Physically, you have been a healthy young woman. Accepting and being comfortable with changes in the way your body looks may have been a little bit of a concern to you during this phase, but you seem strong physically. Socially, this phase of your life does present its share of problems. Most of these problems fall into the category of boys. Life must have been pretty simple before they showed up. Your social adjustment has been remarkable. Although you do not, oh, I thought I did. Oh, okay. Although you do not have a steady boyfriend at the present time, there's always the next life phase. If only real life was like a game. Let's go down. Oh, there's a lot of fucking shit. Okay. Now, regarding your emotional development, you are a remarkably trustworthy young woman. This trait is bound to take you far, emotionally and vocationally. See, it's going to got that trustworthy thing in there, because now the vocational job thing is really going to help out. You are developing into the type of adult that people can confide in. Unfortunately, the burden that comes along with this characteristic is a tendency for people to tell you their problems. I know this. I've had ex-girlfriends that have just done that. Why did we break up? Why did we break up? Bitch, because you wanted to break up. It wasn't my decision. You become the strong shoulder that everyone cries on. A positive aspect of your adolescence is the ability to resist temptation and not give in to your impulses. Since adolescence is a time for testing limits, this can get some people into some pretty dangerous situations. However, leading an excessively sheltered life can be boring. You seem to be enjoying most of what you do, even though you experience the blues every once in a while. It's nice to see that you're not having a depressed, traumatized life. Even though an occasional explosive outburst is common in most adolescents, you seem to have everything well under control. You seem to be sensitive and gentle. You certainly have a good head on your shoulders. You're not only book-smarted, but have plenty of common sense, unlike our politicians, who just have the book smarts. Now that your adolescence is almost over, it's time to be hurled into the abyss of the real world. I'll bet you didn't know that everything you did so far was part of the fake world. You thought it was the real world. You were wrong. Dead wrong. So, anyways, thank you, and to my Russians, spasibo, for part 3 of our Let's Play Alter Ego, the life simulation, web-based browser game, blind, female. I have no idea what I'm talking about, I'm just blathering at this point in time, but you get the picture. This is Tristan Blaze. Good night, and join me next time for part 4 as we go into the real world, which is probably better than the fake world, because I get to have sex as a woman, which I've never experienced, so it's going to be kind of weird.